Hi everyone, my name is Kayla Farley, and today I would like to discuss why mental health education is needed in schools. I feel qualified to discuss this topic because I have seen firsthand how mental health issues can affect students both personally and through the experiences of friends and family. Picture this: a student who feels constantly overwhelmed, struggling with schoolwork, friendships, or challenges at home. Mental health struggles like anxiety and depression are becoming more common among students, and many of them don't know where to turn for help. I believe mental education in schools is important to help students manage stress and cope with their emotions. As someone who has studied the impact of mental health on academic performance and personal well being, I'm here to explain why it is important for schools to provide mental health education. Today, I'll discuss the growing need for mental health support, the benefits of mental health education, and the positive effects it can have on students' academic and social lives. Let's look at some facts. According to an article on American Psychiatric Association called Mental Health Education for Youth, focus on mental well-being, about half of all mental illnesses begin by age 14. This article says that in 2017, about a third of high school students said they felt sad or hopeless for more than 2 weeks, and more than 70% seriously considered suicide, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. And it's not just teens. Even younger students face challenges that impact their mental health, like family changes, academic pressure, and social expectations. Yet many schools don't have enough mental health resources to support every student in need. Some schools have few, if any, trained mental health professionals. This leaves many students unsure of how to cope and with nowhere to turn. Imagine if these students had access to mental health education. Imagine if they learned skills to manage stress, understand their emotions, and reach out when they need help. That's what mental health education can provide, a foundation for students to take care of their well-being. Mental health education helps students in 3 key ways. It gives them coping skills, reduces stigma, and encourages early intervention. First, let's talk about coping skills. Mental health education can teach students how to handle stress, manage emotions, and problem solve in healthy ways. For example, they might learn techniques like deep breathing or mindfulness to calm themselves down when they're feeling overwhelmed. We could also learn how to set realistic goals and break big tasks into smaller, manageable steps, which can be very helpful in reducing stress. When students understand these skills, they're better able to face challenges and bounce back from setbacks. According to an article on Park University called Mental Health Awareness, Breaking the Stigma with Education and Advocacy, July 31st, 2024, mental health education helps reduce stigma. For a long time, mental health has been a topic many people avoid because they feel ashamed or embarrassed. Some students may think they're weak for feeling anxious or sad, or they worry others will judge them if they open up. But when we talk openly about mental health in schools, we show students that it's okay to struggle and that they're not alone. They start to see mental health as a normal part of life, just like physical health. Mental health education helps students recognize when they or their friends might need extra support. If students understand the warning signs of issues like anxiety or depression, they're more likely to notice these signs early on. This early intervention can prevent small problems from turning into big ones. Imagine a student who learns to recognize signs of anxiety instead of bottling it up. They feel comfortable reaching out to a teacher or counselor because they know help is available and it's okay to ask. According to an article on Grant Knight Hills Hospital called The Importance of Mental Health Awareness in Schools, October 14, 2024, mental health education can improve academic and social life for students. When students learn to manage stress and understand their emotions, they focus better on schoolwork. They're less likely to miss school because of mental health issues, and they're more likely to stay motivated. Socially, mental health education helps students develop empathy and build positive relationships. Understanding mental health helps them support their friends, which can create a more positive and caring school environment. Imagine a school where students are kind to each other, where they look out for each other, and where everyone feels safe to be themselves. Mental health education is a big step towards making that happen. So, how can we bring mental health education into schools? It doesn't have to be complicated. Schools could start by adding mental health topics to health or life skills classes. Students could learn about stress management, ways to cope with difficult emotions, and how to set personal boundaries. These are skills that would not only help them now, but throughout their lives. Another idea is to offer safe spaces within schools, places where students can go to relax and recharge if they're feeling overwhelmed. Some schools have also set up peer support groups where students can talk to other students who understand what they're going through. This creates a supportive community that's there when students need it most. Schools could also train teachers and staff to recognize the signs of mental distress. This way, students know that there are trusted adults that they can go to for help. Teachers can also help create a classroom environment that promotes conversation about mental health. Some people might worry that mental health education could be too expensive or could take time away from other subjects. But the truth is, helping students with their mental health can improve their academic performance. When students feel supported emotionally, they do better in school and are more engaged. There might also be concerns from parents who worry that talking about mental health might increase anxiety or lead to self-diagnosis. It's important to remember that mental health education isn't about diagnosing students. It's about giving them skills to handle stress and recognize when they might need help. It's about building resilience. So in conclusion, mental health education is not just an extra subject. It's a necessary part of helping students succeed and thrive in today's world. Students face a lot of pressure from school, from family, and from society. They need skills to manage that pressure in healthy ways. By adding mental health education in schools, we give them the tools to understand and care for their own well-being. Imagine if every student felt comfortable talking about mental health. Imagine if they knew it was okay to reach out for help and that they had people who understood. We could create not just a better school environment, but a better society. So let's support mental health education in schools. Let's give students the resources they need to be strong, healthy, and resilient. Thank you.